Hi, I'm Heather, and thank you for joining me today. We're going to create a beautiful practice. This is for postnatal, prenatal, and for anyone who might be recovering from a medical or illness. Hello, thank you for joining me today. I'm Heather. We're going to create this beautiful Vinyasa yoga practice for prenatal and postnatal. Really, it is for anyone who might be recovering from an illness or recovering from an injury. The most important thing about this practice is please check with your medical provider first. So whether that's your doctor or your midwife, please get the okay from your doctor first. Gather yourself some props to make yourself comfortable, blocks or books to add some height, a bolster or pillows of different sizes that you can sit on, and a blanket or towel to support your knees. You can even get a belt or robe or strap to help you through the practices. A few things prenatal. Please, no laying on your belly, no laying on your back, gentle twisting only. I'll guide you through that. Pretty much don't do anything that is uncomfortable, and especially if you didn't do yoga before. If you feel dizzy or if you feel like you need a break, take it. Absolutely 100% take it. So slipping it into something comfortable, join me back here and we're going to have a beautiful practice together. From our Sukasana position, I want you to gently get onto your hands and knees, any which way that feels comfortable to you. So here we are in our table. You might need to spread your knees a little bit wider to make room for baby in your belly. We're going to do a couple of cat-cows here. So chin comes up, belly drops. Inhale, exhale, chin comes to chest. Flat back. Again, inhale. Notice that our shoulders are over our wrists. Fingertips are strong. If you'd like some more support in your knees, definitely tuck your toes, or you could put a towel or blanket underneath them. And exhale. Bring your big toes together. Maybe take your knees a little wider. Push yourself back to find your Malasana, your child's pose. This is wide-legged child's pose. You can take your bolster or pillow and take your head on that if you'd like, if you have a space, if you have room, if this is more comfortable for you. Settle your heels back down. Definitely try to rest your forehead. You can also take your forehead onto a block or a book. Change position of the block if you can. You can also take your head onto your mat. One more deep inhale and exhale through your nose if you can. Walk yourself back up to your tabletop. This time, tuck your toes and release to your down dog. Remembering only 3 breaths to a maximum in down dog. If one breath feels fine and feels right for you, by all means, do 1 breath. Looking between your hands, take your right or left foot forward, other foot follows. Find your blocks. Come up to Ardha, half lift, and then ground down. Hands come to your knees, slightly bend, or hands come above your knees, slightly bend your knees, and looking forward, rise to your Tadasana. Top of your mat in your Tadasana. Take a moment here. Ground down through your feet, ankles over your hips, maybe making room for your belly. Shoulders come back and down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale down through the heart. We're going to do that a few more times, 2 more times. Inhale, hands rise. Exhale, come down through your heart. Inhale, hands rise. Gaze can follow, or your gaze can stay straight ahead. If that feels better for you, exhale down to your heart. This time, inhale, hands rise. Exhale, come forward onto your blocks. Again, your feet are a little bit wider apart. Inhale to your half lift. Ground down to your Uttanasana, your forward fold. Plant your hands and release down to your knees. From here, we're going to do a modified chaturanga. Inhale up. Modified up dog to your cow. Exhale your chin to your chest. Come up on your toes. Find your downward dog. 3 breaths maximum. Straightening through your arms. Look between your hands. Step it forward. Feet are wide. Hands on your blocks. Ground down to your forward fold. Lift to your half lift. Inhale. Exhale down. Slight bend. Hands onto your thighs. Looking forward and rise to your Tadasana. Inhale, hands come up. Dive straight down. Forward fold. Hands on your blocks. Lift to half. Hands to your mat. Come on back to your modified plank. Release, modified chaturanga. Modified up dog. And your downward dog. 3 breaths. Straightening through your elbows. Looking forward. Step forward. Wide legs. Hands on your blocks. Lift to half. Exhale down. Slight micro bend. Hands to thighs. Looking forward and come up. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, come forward. Inhale to half. Exhale, hands to your mat. Come down to your knees. Modified chaturanga. Modified up dog into cow. Tuck your toes. Find your downward dog. Looking forward, step forward, wide feet, hands to the blocks, half lift. Ground down, ensuring you have that support, so micro bend, hands to your thighs and rise. Hands to heart center. Suri Namaskar B we're going to do now. Still with your wide feet. We're going to come into our fierce pose. Hands come up. or hands can come to the heart center. Knees are bent. Spine is straight. Hands up only if it's comfortable to you. Gaining some strength in our quads. Last inhale. Exhale, come forward. Inhale to half. Exhale down. One leg back onto our knees and then the other. Modified chaturanga. Modified up dog. This time, come to our downward dog. 3 breaths max. On your last breath, release again to your knees, tabletop. Right foot is going to come forward, and you can stay here if you'd like, ensuring that you're at a 90-degree angle. Your knee is over your ankle. Or you can rise, hands to heart center, or hands reach above. Again, you can move a blanket or a towel under your knee, tuck your toes, or shoelaces lying flat, whatever works for you. One more breath. Release down. Leg goes back. A little vinyasa on your knees, modified chaturanga. Up dog. Tuck your toes, downward dog. Strong hands here. Ground down through your fingertips. Press your palms to the mat. Separate your shoulder blades. Coming down to your tabletop. Left foot comes forward this time. Stay here if it's comfortable. You can also support yourself to rise. Stay here on your knee, hands on your knee, or you can release up. Three breaths. Hands come down. Leg comes back. Modified vinyasa, chaturanga. Up dog. And downward dog. Second breath. Look forward between your hands. Step up. Hands come to your blocks. Come to your half lift. Ground down. Micro bend those knees. A little bit more this time. We're going to come back up to that awkward chair. Again, hands to your heart or hands above. Building strength in our quads. On an exhale, come to Tadasana. So standing here for a few breaths. At any time in this practice, you can take child's pose or any pose that you might feel is good for you. Inhale, hands come up. Release to that awkward chair again. 3 big, beautiful breaths. On an exhale, release down. Adho Mukha half lift. Forward fold to Uttanasana. Release to your knees. Chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. If this is not available, you can stay on your knees. You can go straight to table. Again, right foot comes forward to that 90-degree angle. Hands come up if it's available to you or onto your thigh. This time we're going to do a few breaths here, so some movement. Inhale and exhale. Get some juicy chi, some juicy blood flowing through your shoulders. One more. Exhale. Hands come down. You can take a child's pose here or a vinyasa. Up dog. Again, stay here or come to your downward dog for 3 breaths. Stretching through your shoulder blades. Release. Left leg comes forward. Use your thigh to get you up. And stay here if you'd like, or we can add a little movement. Inhale, exhale to cactus, and hands comes forward. Gaze can follow. Some beautiful movement. Last one. Exhale down. Modified chaturanga or child's pose. Cow. Step to downward dog. Coming forward after your 3rd breath, separating your feet, hands on your blocks. Inhale to your half lift, exhale forward. Bending those knees to come up into your fierce pose or awkward chair, some people call it. Hands at heart center or above your head. Three breaths, building strength. And rise to Tadasana. Okay, standing in Tadasana, you're going to take your left foot back, take it to a 90-degree angle to your mat, so it's parallel to the back of your mat or the front of your mat. Toes face forward. Might be difficult to see your feet over your belly, but you want this ankle in line with the arch of your foot. So this is our warrior 2 position. Take as wide of a stance as you need. Bend that front leg. Again, knee stacks over your ankle. Cartwheel your hands around to your warrior 2, so they're long and separate. And your drishti or your gaze comes over your middle finger. Hips and shoulders are stacked. Shoulders are back and down. Hold your warrior 2 here. Flip your front palm. Hand comes down. Reach for the sky. Three breaths. Come back to your warrior 2. We're going to move into our triangle. For this, you'll need a block in front of you. So straighten that front leg. Reach over the front of your mat. Back hip pops out and tip. Now in this pose, keep a little micro bend in that front foot. Try not to lean forward. You can lift up through your hands. Oppose your hands. You can do a little movement here. And come all the way down, back up, or to your shoulder and back up. And one more. Inhale, exhale, and hold. Bend that front foot again. Rise up to your warrior two. Straighten. Heel toe your foot. So we're going to come to our warrior two on the other side. Move your block. Hands are long, shoulder blades are separate at the back. Come to your warrior two on this side. Find your drishti. Hold for 3 breaths. Reverse your warrior. Come on, back to your warrior two. Straighten that front leg. Triangle or Triganasana on this side. So reach over the back of your mat and tip down. Your gaze can stay down, your gaze can come up, whatever's best for you, or can stay forward. With this hand, we can bring a little movement. Flow with your breath. And one more. Beautiful. Bend that front leg. Return to your warrior two. Hands come to your hips. Now turn your toes so they all 10 of them face the front. Take your toes out, your heels in. Find your goddess pose. So goddess pose, sometimes it can feel good just to stand like this, legs apart. Move your hips back and forth. Goddess pose, we are bending our knees, being mindful that our knees are staying over our center toe. Here it can feel good to move back and forth, move around in a circle, one way and then the other. Just enjoy your femininity, enjoy being the goddess that you are. Hands can come up if you'd like, to cactus arms or goddess arms. Beautiful. Again, working on that strength. Hands come back to the hips. Toes, heel toe them a little bit more inward. We're going to move into our yogi squat, Malasana. So heels still on the inside. You might want to take a block or a bolster behind and a block in front, maybe 2 blocks in front. I'll take a bolster behind. And then squat down. This is a childbirth position for many countries. This Malasana, this yogi squat. Make sure you know the position of your baby before you attempt this yogi squat. Shouldn't do this position when the baby is transverse or breech. One more breath. Hands can come to your blocks for support, or they can come to the mat if that's available. Lift up your bottom. Then we're going to move to the the mat. So any which way that's comfortable for you. You might want to come forward a little bit, come onto your knees, bring one foot in, then the other. Find your Sukasana, and then we're going to move into our butterfly or cobbler's pose. Breathe here. One more deep inhale and deep exhale. With your hands behind you, just beside your butt cheeks, move your feet forward. We're going to move into a forward fold, and again, you might want your legs a little bit wider than normal. So inhale, hands rise. Exhale, making room for your belly, hinge forward. Chin comes to chest. Again, remembering what feels good for you, what feels right in your body is what you should do for you and for baby. Happy, healthy, relaxed mom makes for a healthy, happy, and relaxed baby. This pose can bring a lot of relief to our back body. Again, you can use a block, a pillow or bolster or blanket under your seat. One more inhale here. On an exhale, rise up. Okay, we're going to move to our side body, or I'm going to move to the side so you can see my body. From here, we're just going to move into a modified Shavasana. So at the beginning of this video, I said we should not, when we're pregnant, be lying on our back or our tummy, and that is very important. So I'm going to raise up this bolster and show you a modified resting position for our final pose. So I take my blocks like so. You can also take pillows to rise them up. Like here, make sure that's stable. And then take your bottom right up to the edge of your bolster. And then your hands on either side of your bottom can just gently walk yourself down. In this position, you can stay in your Bhadda Konasana, your butterfly pose, or you can stay in Sukasana if that's better for you, or you can take your legs out long. Put a pillow or a blanket under your knees if that's more comfortable. It's all about you, so please do whatever speaks to you. Palms come up. Shoulders back, close your eyes, and just take a few moments. If you feel discomfort in any part of your body, please readjust. You might want to take your hands to your belly, to your baby. Appreciating this moment in time. Appreciating the changes to your body and appreciating the fact that you're growing a beautiful being. And you're sharing blood and they can hear your heartbeat. Sharing that beautiful chi, that beautiful oxygen. Imagine yourself and your baby surrounded on your mat by love, maybe in the form of a beautiful white light. Let your breath become normal, not forced. When you're ready, hands can come down, one or both legs long, coming out of this position, whatever way works best for you. Maybe it's rolling over onto one cheek and then pushing yourself up. We're going to return to our Sukasana, our comfortable seated position. And again, you can use that bolster, block, or blanket to make yourself comfortable. Hands to heart center, or you can keep them on your belly. Taking a few moments in this position to find balance. Imagining that beautiful, loving white light surrounding you. Whether you are prenatal, postnatal, whether you're starting yoga, recovering from health or injury concerns, I welcome you to return to this practice time and time again. And do whatever works, whatever feels good in your body. Gentle stretches and movements are healthy for you and healthy for baby. You can promote great recovery, speedy recovery.